All right, so today we're gonna do chicken fried steak and fried okra in the garden. So let's go ahead and go grab some okra. All right, so as you can see, the okra has exploded. I'm 6'4" and some of my plants are probably 10 foot. So let's go ahead and grab some. I've neglected this a lot, and I got some okra on here that's probably 14, 15 inches. So I'm not going to use those. We're going to go ahead and use some of the smaller ones. About 5 inches is really what you like. So let's grab those. Look, I'll go ahead and show y'all how big, when you forget to come out here, that some of these guys get. I mean, that is just gigantic. But the size you want are about like that. So that one's about 2.5 inches. We want a little bit bigger, but not much. Here's one that's perfect. Right here. That was perfect size. About 4 inches, 5 inches. Absolutely perfect. We're gonna get about, I don't know, 7 or 8 more of those real quick, and then we're gonna deep fry them up. I have to cut these huge ones off though. They are just giants. But we had all-star softball taking up a lot of time, so I wasn't able to come out here and pick them up. All right, there's another perfect one, nice and tender. So we're about to have what they call a tropical system push through our area, and we're going to be on the dirty side. I'll see how my plants like that, but we're going to have some very high winds. Look at that. That thing is crazy. So I'm really hoping my plants all make it. But if not, I was about to start over soon anyway. I'm gonna start laying down some mat to help take care of the weeding problem that I've had. It's like a jungle in here, it's crazy. And this is my first time growing okra, so I did not know they could get this tall. I guess most people maybe trim it back or top it, but I did not know that. So I now have okra trees. It's kind of like an okra jungle. My corn, we're gonna have to figure out something different on that next year. It just didn't do what I planned. It's okay. So, perfect size okra. Let's get over there and cook it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw some vegetable oil in the pan and get it hot. And then we're gonna cut these up into strips, because we're gonna do strips and we're gonna do chicken fried steak. I'm gonna do both of them today. And we're also gonna do the okra. So let's go ahead and get to cooking. If this wind allows it. Like I said, we do have a storm system coming this way, so the wind might get a little rough while we're out here. All right, we're gonna shallow fry this time just because of the wind. I want it to be able to get enough heat so it heats up and gets hot. So while that oil is heating up, we're gonna go ahead and make our egg wash mixture. All right, so we're gonna crack 2 eggs because we have quite a bit of food. I like to throw it out in the garden because it will break down and help it. All right, so we're gonna just kind of break up those yolks. You don't have to really whisk it until you put that milk in there. Here we go. This is whole milk. And I just kind of add, I don't know, half a cup. No, we need a little more. We have a lot of food. That was 3/4 of a cup, by the way. All right. Now we have that egg wash ready. It's getting nice and hot. So, the type of meat that you're going to use is cube steak. And these, I think I will do just as a chicken fried steak. And these bigger ones I'll cut down to steak fingers. I have a 2-part process. The first part of the process is flour, and it's mainly just seasoned with salt, pepper, and some chicken powder. The second part is for the crunch factor, and in that one we have a third flour, a third of breadcrumb, and a third of panko. So that gives us the nice crunch, and we also season this with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then what we like to use, and we use it on everything, is this Fiesta brand. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the best seasonings I've ever found. And I actually like to season the steak before I cut it up even, with some of it. That oil's probably nice and hot now. Turn it down a little bit. All right, so for a chicken fried steak, well, let's go ahead and season both sides of all these steaks. All right, so first of all, we're gonna go straight into the flour mixture with the bouillon, then into the egg wash. And then, like I said, for the crunch factor, we go to the panko one. Make sure it's nice and evenly coated. And the drop. Wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good already. Alright, so we don't want to overcook this. Just want to get it nice and brown. By the way, these chopsticks are amazing. I got them from a place called 99 Ranch in Houston. And it's an Asian market. These are stainless steel and absolutely love them. Can't say anything more about them. Nice brown crust. Whew. All right, had to tone down the fire a little bit. The oil got a little hot, so the wind actually died down compared to what I thought it would be. So It's actually turned out to be perfect. Now this one is about to be done. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out here in just a second. All right. We always like to put ours in the oven on warm while we're finishing up everything else. So there we go. Absolutely beautiful. Can you hear that crust? So we're gonna let this one cool. And then I'll cut into it and show y'all. All right, let's go ahead and cut into this thing and see how good it is. I don't know if you can see, but juices are definitely still in this. Whew, it's hot. A little bit of salt on top, which I did not bring out here, but a little bit of salt on top and that would just be perfect. All right, so we got some fresh, nice, tender okra out of the garden. And we're just cutting it up real quick. Gonna do a little douse into the flour mixture that we had with the chicken fried steak. And then we are going to do the same thing that we did with the chicken fried steak, which is we're gonna do a double dip into the other mixture. So probably like 2 more of these. I'll just make them all. It is for dinner. Be careful when you're cutting these. They do have a kind of like thorns that will get into your fingers. So just be cautious. All right, we're gonna go with that breadcrumb and panko mixture because usually I'm using cornmeal, but since we're already out here and we're doing this just the way it is, we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna go ahead, dip them into this first, then we're gonna dip them back in, or we're gonna throw them into the egg wash, just like we would the chicken fried steak. All right, shake it around in there. Get it all nice and evenly coated. And then go ahead and pull them out. You know, they look pretty coated. Yeah, I like it. Might only need 1 dip. I'll throw a couple over here just to see what a double dip would do. I don't know what that is, but and really I just go until they're nice and golden brown, which they're getting very close already. All right, so the first batch is done. And I have all those other ones on their double coating. Mosquitoes are crazy out here. At least it's not flies. All right, let's go ahead and drop these and then we'll taste those. You want to move them around so that they don't all just join up together in one big ball. Because they will. Be careful dropping these in. It's very hot oil. I always forget to bring the thermometer out here. I'll have to do that next time. But we just kind of go off feel. And when you're cooking, you can kind of tell if the heat's too high. Don't want to leave any of these in that bag. I think we got them all. All right. All right, let's go ahead and try this first batch. Absolutely wonderful. Oh my God. Not slimy at all. And delicious. I'm glad I cut up more. Come on, babe. Alright, they are beautiful, golden brown. Let's go ahead and pull these out. Look at that. Listen to them. You know those are going to be crispy. Beautiful little golden balls. And what's the best part about it is it comes straight from your garden, and you can't beat that. Gives you a really good sense of fulfillment. So, look at those, absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what to say about it, honestly.
It's good.
So just beautiful golden little nuggets. Delicious.